You know, I make these videos for two reasons. One, because I think that there's a story to tell. And I think that everyone, with every game, that the Platinum Hunter has those stories to tell. Um, and then there's also I want to give tips. I want to give tips and tricks as much as possible because I platinum a lot of games and I want to be able to help people. That being said, this is the one with the useless video. So let me explain. I platinumed Star Wars Battlefront 2 back in March of 2018. And that's a problem because it was a little bit after March, like about 2 months after March. I don't quite remember. My mind's a little 2 weeks after I platinumed, my mind's a little fuzzy. It's been a little bit. That the game went under a giant renovation on how all of its progression worked and how certain game modes play, and just other quirks and issues that the game underwent. Then, back in basically June of the same year, it underwent another transformation where it got another hotfix, patching many of the issues that had plagued the game. One was the trophy that glitched out on the Force is Strong with this one for getting to level 50. That trophy was glitched out and they fixed it that back in not June. And when I say not June, I mean it was 2 days before June. So, I'm not really able to give any tips and tricks, but I am going to give tips and tricks for a version of a game that no longer exists, because that's what I do. I'm also going to be rating this game based off of my experience on what the game was at that time and not what it currently is. Mainly because that's all I can do, and it's not my fault that the game was so broken upon release that they had to change everything. Not once, but twice. Star Wars Battlefront 2, I wanted this game to be good. I tried to like this game so much, it's almost painful. Everything about this game screamed mistake, and this is going to end in bone-crushing disappointment. And yet, I still wanted to have hope. I wanted to have some hope that it was a good game. With the guy who wrote Spec Ops The Line, which is hailed as one of the greatest first-person shooters in all of time, I figured it can't be that bad. I did a story time on the channel, I played it, and every moment I felt like I was being lied to. And even though I felt like I was being lied to, it still felt refreshingly honest, because I knew it was a shit game, and it knew that you knew that it was a shit game, but I still wanted it to be better, damn it. After putting... And then the trophies were so completely... I went out and I paid for the $80 stupid Elite Trooper Deluxe version because I had that hope. I had so much hope this game was gonna be better than what it was, even though by the time the game finally coming out, all the blood in the water indicated that it was not going to be a third of the game I thought it was. And that was fine. And then I played it, and I got hurt. This is actually a game that, when it glitched out, way back when, in March, it almost stopped me from doing trophy hunting completely. And the reason I say that is because at the time, I had gone in 2 other two other platinum trophies had glitched out back to back, and with this being the third one, I was like, maybe I need to put this shit down for a little bit. Maybe I'm good for a little bit. I don't need to do that anymore. I don't know. Well, I eventually would go back into platinum hunting full swing. It did take a bit. It did take a bit for me to want to go back, and it also took a lot of BS trophies for me to even consider it. But all in all, this game for me was an absolute train wreck. From the glitching out to the just disappointment aisle on every turn. This game hurt me personally. Truly. Then when you think about all the changes it brought to the gaming industry, about whether or not loot boxes are gambling, and even potential laws here in the US, it's no surprise that this game is gonna leave a huge impact on the gaming industry, whether or not it wanted, and not in the ways it had wanted to. But that's pretty much the story behind the game, and how everything I wanted it to be was wrong, and every ounce of credit I tried to give it was wrong. After putting 100 hours into the game and not being able to pop a single trophy, the one trophy I needed at that point of getting to level 50, which they hotfixed back in not June. Truly, the entire experience of this game was a goddamn train wreck, and it hurts. So, let's now give some tips and tricks. For some of these, I'll be talking from memory, and then we're also going to scan through and talk about the ones I remembered vividly. So, some of the trophies I do remember vividly are multitasking, the trophy you get for defeating 25 hero ships in Star Assaults, or whatever the mode is called. I have forgotten. I'm not going to check it until we actually go through our trophies. I'm not sorry, but this game does not deserve that amount of credit. The reason why this trophy sucks is that first off, you can't be an enemy ship as you do it, which kind of makes it hard. And second, while the space combat things are really cool, it's also really freaking hard to just aim after one ship, because when you're actually playing the game mode, everyone is going for everything, and you really can't tell a good third of the time if it's an enemy ship or just a normal ship. So what the heck? So what I had started to do was I just started going after the Millennium Falcons and calling them sea pancakes, and brutally extinguishing all space pancakes I was able to see. Then I went and exterminated all space crosses that I could see. Trust me, it wasn't effective, it wasn't efficient, and at times you kind of just had to get lucky. But it was literally the best I could do of specifically aiming for hero ships, and it still sucked. Then there's the Master of Your Own Destiny or something like that, or whatever trophy it's called. Actually, let's just check on them right now, because my memory is fading, I'm tired, and I'm over this game. So let me just switch over, and we can talk about more tips and tricks properly. Give me a minute. Yeah, the Choose Your Path trophy, it was kind of like master of your own destiny, but whatever. The Choose Your Path trophy, while being marked, defeat 50 marked enemies in Heroes vs. Villains. That's for when you are and I wonder if it actually went through and changed that description, because that's not what I got out of it. It was like, beat while marked, kill 50 enemies, which not what it actually is. That's actually a much better description than what it is. What it is when you're the enemy people are trying to kill, you have to kill their enemy, their chosen enemy. It gets annoying, and the only way I really recommend it is grind it out, which is good because you're gonna be playing a lot of Heroes vs. Villains, because that's the one that gives the most XP. So it's not like it's a challenge, but it is gonna be annoying. So there's just that. Luckily for We Are the Spark, a good way of doing that is just playing Heroes vs. Villains. It counts because you're a hero. It counts every single one that you kill. It's not exactly how they wanted you to do it. They wanted you to play the other game modes and just become a hero and then go on a slaughtering fest. But hey, that's not what you're doing. Now you want to get it quickly. We talked about multitasking, which sucks. The bomber's a pretty good trophy, but it's not difficult, or it's a good middle ground trophy. It is kind of just annoying trying to aim it down perfectly, so just be aware of that. You have to time it really well, and the bomber is really slow, so it's give and take on that one. Do or do not, there is no try. Back when I did it, it was a bit of a bitch, just unlocking everything, and then Heroes vs. Villains did all the way. I don't know how it is now, because I platinumed this game way back when. I have no intentions of opening up another profile just to platinum this game again, because it sucks. So, there was there. Job well done. Not that hard, just be aware of what you have to do, and then do it. Not all miss. It's pretty simple. You're just going to have to be ready to rush it, basically. And then that's pretty much everything. Some of these I got almost by accident, and I don't really have any tips and tricks for the majority of it, but that is the platinum trophy. And we're gonna say the game is unremarkable in almost every way. It's a pain in the ass in almost every way, but that's best they can. Also, still. Thanks for watching a worthless video. My name's been Insane Raven, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye. Then really quick before we go, let's give this game its rating. This garbage game's rating. And typically I would have no problem just dropping this game in the that's embarrassing category. But with the platinum trophy being so rare, and it being just a disappointing game all in all in the end, and then not being a flat out terrible game, I'm not gonna do that. But I am going to say just go for it. Could be the absolute worst thing in the world, but it's not. So really pick your battles. And that is all I have for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.